Alright guys, I'm just going to do a quick video as we're here on the Cars and Coffee at EBC this morning. I managed to get a little chat with Adam, who's one of the guys that works at Performance on the Net and also sells a lot of stuff at EBC, so he's going to do a quick video just going through the different compounds and the discs and calipers and stuff like that. So if you want to know more about EBC and their brakes, stay tuned and I'll see you very shortly. Today we're going to be fitting the EBC big brake kit on my Hyundai i30N. Here I'm going to be fitting the rear spats.
What's your YouTube channel called?
Driveway builds.
Driveway builds.
Yeah, driveway.
Driveway builds.
Right guys, I've been lucky enough to pull Adam aside for a 5-minute chat just to go through the brake compounds of EBC. So I'm going to let him explain it all to you, and I've been using the RPX and the SR21s lately on the last few track days. The RPX was just brilliant, it was just such a good bite and a feel on the brakes, and they've lasted really well. The EBC 4-pot calipers that I've got have just been amazing. This is the best brake kit that I've had so far. And the SR21s, when I got those after going from the RPX to those, it's just like another level, and it just absolutely blew me away. Adam's been sorting out all of our brakes and all of our supplies and stuff like that with the lines, fluids, and keeping us in stock with all our pads and everything. So he's going to explain to you the different levels of the pad compounds and the discs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to let him talk to you now.
Cool. Cheers guys. Yeah, so my name's Adam, I'm the manager at EBC Brake Shop, and I've been helping the guys at Driveway Builds for a little while now, make sure they're all, like I said, topped up for all their track days and got everything they need. So he grabbed me to one side and he's like wanted to know a bit more about the different compounds and what he's suggesting to you guys. So I'll give you a little bit of a brief explanation, and if you've got any questions, I'm sure if you drop in the comments, he'll be able to help, or I can get in touch. So if you're starting for the basics, we offer the Ultramax pads. They're really good if you're just looking for like an OE equivalent. It's definitely the cheaper range of the pads that we offer, so it's really good if you're just looking for something to get in your calipers and get you on the road. We then kind of go up from that as we offer the green stuff, which are really good for kind of your little sporty hot hatches. Again, it's got a nice little bit of a brake disc, low brake disc compound in there. It's really got a nice bite, and the price kind of starts going up from there. So the green is really good. If you're doing a bit of off-roading, we do a 6000 series from the guys at EBC, and we get a lot of people that use that in their off-roading. And then we have the red stuff. The red stuff have been really good with low brake discs, so we get a lot of guys that show their cars that use the red stuff. They've still got a really nice high friction in there. We tend to suggest it for a lot of people with like the touring BMWs, people that are doing a lot of motorway driving, basically so you don't get the brake disc build-up that you get on a lot of aftermarket pads. We then fall into the yellow stuff. The yellow stuff is certainly the flagship pad for EBC. We sell a ton of them, and for good reason. They have a really good bite from cold. A lot of people are finding they're good for their shorter track days, and if they're just getting into track daying. And we find it really well suited for your i30Ns, your Peugeot GTIs, your hot hatch minis. They're really kind of capable of handling the power these cars are coming with from factory, and especially when you start modding it, they're reacting to it really well. When you go into after that, we've got the blue stuff. The blue stuff used to be EBC's track compound. We're finding it now and more being used on the road. Again, cars are coming out with such high horsepower from factory, they need a better compound, and the blue are really providing that. We just find people like the characteristic of the blue, and it's certainly one to try if you've been using the yellow for a little while and you want something a bit more. The blue could be your answer. As for the guys Driveway Builds, they've been using the RPX and the RP1. This is going into EBC's track oriented pads. They're not road legal, they're only for championship use and track use, and they're really well suited to it. It's just about finding the one that you like. They've got advantages, disadvantages, the RP1 and the RPX, but honestly the feedback's been amazing. We're selling a lot of them for the track day goers, and you'll use them and you'll find out why. There's also the SR range now. The SR range is coming from the team over in America, at the EBC quarters over there, and they're doing some amazing stuff. We're finding that they're being used on some really, really powerful cars that are being used on track, as you know, Americans are high horsepower, high octane, and they need high stopping power too. So the SR compounds, the SR21 and the SR11 could be a really good one to try. But of course, there's so much more for EBC. They've got the big brake kits. They're available for so many cars now. You've got your Fiestas, the i30Ns. I'm not going to read them all off because there's so many now, but the range is growing, and it's certainly worth getting in touch with ourselves at EBC Brake Shop or through the Driveway Builds guys, and they can bring you in the right direction. We do two-piece floating discs from EBC now, so if your car comes with two-piece from factory, there's a chance that we can offer you a two-piece replacement at probably a third of the price that your main dealer's offering. We're seeing that a lot on kind of your Audis, the RS models that we cater for now. So do go check out the YouTube channel and find out what they're doing on their builds. And if you've got any questions, do drop a comment.
So I hope you found that video helpful and interesting. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. If you have any further questions about anything that EBC do, please leave a comment down below, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.